3 days away from the start of the NFL season and 6 days away from our Week 1 showdown in the AFC West versus the Los Angeles Chargers. We talk about that, we talk about the betting lines, and we talk about some others Raider news coming up next on Hammers.House.
Encouraged to shelter in place to avoid being attacked or taken hostage. To shelter in place, take the following precautions. Close all windows and doors, and all lights.
Happy Labor Day, and welcome to the official, the original, the only house for Las Vegas Raiders news, rumors, updates, and reactions. Welcome to Hammers.House. I'm your host, Hammer, member of the Mount Shieldmore family. Hope everybody's having a great day wherever you guys are at. Let's do a quick roll call before we go any further, because a lot of you already started coming on in here. Unknown, what's good? Brian Rodriguez, Fan City, Thor, yee! What up? Holly Tanner, Robert Pena, Raider Way, my son Prez is in the building, Ty the Raider, NorCal Jesse, what's good? Sinister, Vinny, am I missing anybody? Kyle's in here. I hope I'm not missing anybody at this point. Raider Normal, Raider Jimmy from Connecticut, Rob, John, Nightmare, what's good everybody? So yeah, I know I've been away the last few days, got a lot of shit going on, but hopefully everything works itself out in the coming days. We got some things to talk about. You guys saw the short that we did last night in regards to some moves that might be made, some predictions from some of these reporters in regards to us getting a right tackle. As I said last night, that there was a prediction per Bleacher Report that if our line does not pan out over the first couple of weeks of the season, we could be trading potentially a third-round pick for right tackle of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Jawan Taylor. Stated previously, he started 49 games for the Jags. He's in the final year of his contract. The Jags will be over their predicted salary cap next season, so it's a good chance they're not going to be retaining this guy at this point. He's given up 23 sacks in 49 games. I don't know if that's necessarily the fix that we necessarily need right now, but we got to play it out and see how it goes. Right now, the projected offensive line is going to be Colton Miller, third round pick Dylan Parham, Andre James, Lester Cotton, and Jermaine Illuminor, but Thayer Munford is on the heels for that right tackle spot. So again, we got to see what these guys do this coming week to really start to assess what this offensive line is going to be, could potentially be. I still trust in Carmen Priscillo, but we're going to have to take this 1 week at a time for the time being, so we shall see. SVT, what's good, brother? Hammer, do you watch any Kyle? I did not, Kyle. Well, I take that back. I was out with my cousin. He's actually going to be going overseas actually today, so I wish he's really the big brother I didn't have growing up. Wish you all the best, bro. Please be safe while you're away. Definitely going to miss you a lot. I did watch a little bit of the Ohio State Notre Dame game. I was going back and forth between that and the Met game while me and him were out, but that was really the only game I watched. Kind of glad I didn't watch the Oregon game, the beatdown that they took, and then I saw the highlights of Texas doing their thing. So I was very happy. At least Texas got the win, but my other two schools, Oregon and USF, both got the dog shit kicked out of them. So it is what it is. LV is in the building. The Held in Mount Shield, more security. Hope you're doing well, brother. Vinny Thomas is in here. Raider Nomad just pulled on up. As you guys come on in, I will try to shout you guys out as much as possible. But yeah, like I said, with our offensive line right now, it's a lot of what ifs, and we had Bam Olaseni, who made the practice squad within 24 hours. He was cut, or released rather. Alex Leatherwood, our 2021 first-round pick, was waived and picked up by the Bears. 17 to 19 guys we had in camp at the offensive line position. It was a real competition. At least that's how we looked at it, and we see what happened. Bam, again, dude is raw. He started football at a very late age. Honestly, with a guy 6'8", over 300 pounds, I think his career is going to be very, very, will work very well for him in the WWE. But we shall see. Let me put a couple of things back up here right now. There we go. Put the social up for you guys so you guys can see that. Well, that's actually not the social. Here are all the socials. My fault, y'all. And again, happy Labor Day to all you guys. I hope you guys have had a great weekend with your friends, your family, and all the above. Port City, what is good? I will highlight you guys when I have the open opportunities tonight. Was looking at Bleacher Report again, and this was something I was looking at this morning. We're still talking about free agents that we should pursue. I don't know if you guys really saw the tags for this live, but Ndamukong Suh is still out there, and with this article that Bleacher Report has put out, it's 3 free agents that we should consider getting, and the type of deals that these guys should be getting as well. We still have yet to hear anything on the Darren Waller extension. We're hoping that it gets done by this coming Sunday, maybe sooner than that, but nothing else is broken on that, as we did the short last week about that. Right now, they have Ndamukong Suh being a guy that we need. Look, I still think our defensive tackle depth chart, our defensive line, our interior D-line is still a little weak. But again, he's been asking for about $9 million a year, which I said was reasonable in my opinion. I get the age, but dude is durable as hell and is still a problem on that interior line. I've said $9 million. I've said the ballpark of $7 to $9 million. Bleacher Report has it out here right now as a contract offer that we should offer to Ndamukong Suh. A 2-year, $15.5 million contract. Hey, he wants 9, right? Give him a 2-year 15. Give him about 9 to 10 million guaranteed, and maybe it'll work. With Darren Waller's contract still up in the air and these extension talks, now that he has Drew Rosenhaus as his representation, I'm looking at maybe, again, the highest paid right now is tight end in the league is George Kittle. 2020, he signed a 5-year, $75 million contract. I think for Waller, especially this most likely being the last team that he plays for, I would give him an annual of like $16 million a year, but I would give him a contract roughly around the ballpark of like 3 years, $50 million, maybe with a guarantee of 39 to 41 million. I don't see why not, but we also have to make sure that everything else makes sense, especially when it comes to the salary cap this coming offseason and beyond. I've stated this before that I think realistically right now that this team does have a 2 to 3 year plan, and it's kind of obvious with some of these contracts that have been done. It also makes sense in regards to the type of deals that Josh McDaniels and Ziegler got as well. I'm all for it. If we can get Suh here as well on a contract like that, he wanted his 9. You give him 9 to 10 in guaranteed money. Why not? Why not? Another one that they're talking about, which I'm like, why? A USF alum Dude that I knew during my time going to USF, edge rusher Jason Pierre-Paul, JPP. Um, Look, he had a down season last year, only with 2.5 sacks, 31 tackles, and a forced fumble. He logged 9.5 and was a Pro Bowler 2 years ago. Um, Look, we have Chandler Jones, we have Max Crosby. We really don't know the deal with Cleve Farrell. We know he's in the final year of his contract. He made the 53-man roster, but can he really be counted on and relied on as that third rotational edge rusher is the main question. Bleacher Report has a projection for him in a contract offer as 1 year, $7 million. I really don't know how I feel about that. Hefe, what's good? Buddha, what's good? I see you guys coming on in. All eyes, what's good? I would love to hear your guys' thoughts in the chat about this as well. And at some point, I will have you guys, you can call in as well, and we could talk about this. Sebastian, yeah, me and him are the same age. Me and him are the same exact age. So, like I said, we actually went to school together at USF years and years and years and years and years ago. So, he's not a guy realistically for me that I'd be like, oh yeah, let's get him. No. To see that, I was kind of caught off guard and was just like, why? But again, I'm trusting in Patrick Graham in this defense and however he decides to utilize Cleve Farrell, I think he's going to utilize him a lot better than Gus Bradley did, realistically. The third guy on this list right now, the Bleacher Report has out, is Darrell Williams. Now, look, we've talked about Darrell Williams for months on end now. He has yet to sign a deal. Don't know what his asking price is. I really don't think anybody knows what his asking price is at this point. But he could be another guy that's a very serviceable right tackle. He's a vet. He has the experience. He could definitely do some things. Last season with Buffalo, he started all 17 games. He has 89 games and 74 starts on his resume. We need that kind of guy right now. We need that type of presence. The contract offer that they're putting out there right now, per Bleacher Report, is a 1 year, $6 million deal. Hey, look, I'm good. Sebastian was my former position, so absolutely, I sign me up. I don't think I can move as fast as I once did, though. I don't think I can move as fast as I once could. So yeah, I don't know about that. Yo, Hammer, are you more worried about the O-line or Brandon, that's a good question, and I'm more concerned about our offensive line right now. Again, we're 6 days away from our opener. Obviously, well, it's still a home opener because, we run LA, we own LA, but I want to tackle, but I also want a guy on the interior that'll be a disruptor because, look, the more problems we cause in the interior D-line, the more opportunities our edge rushers will have, the more opportunities our linebackers and our corners will have. And it's something I've talked about over and over and over again throughout this offseason. So, yeah, shout out to Big Mike. What's good? Appreciate you, SVT. Got this at the Raider Image when I was with my brothers in Vegas last week. Wild Turkey, what's good? Clee looks ready to go. We shall see, man. We shall see. I'm excited for this game to get here already. But, again, this report was out there today. I thought I'd talk to you guys about it. And like I said, at some point, I will open up the lines. You guys can call on in. You can sound off on this. You can sound off about everything else we talk about. We do have a lot of stuff to we have a lot of lives coming up this week. I spoke to Jake the Snake, the guy that covers the Chargers, the A's, and the Las Vegas Golden Knights. He's a member of the Spotlight Sports Network. Me and him will be doing a collab this coming Saturday at some point. I don't have a set time yet, but he will be on here Saturday. We will do our matchup preview. Pretty much a matchup preview and a walkthrough, and we'll probably talk a little shit back and forth to each other. That's my guy. He's a great dude. Definitely had a lot of fun covering baseball with him last season. Definitely, if you guys are A's fans, if you guys are Las Vegas Golden Knights fans, please absolutely go to YouTube, the Snake Sports Talk Show, and subscribe to his channel. Don't beat him up because he's a Chargers fan. look, he showed up to our event at the Ahern. He got his little booze, but at the end of the night, everybody seemed to love him and his fiance. So shout out to my brother, man. Cool Kev, what is good? Salute my brother. We go right into it with some more information in regards to this week 1 matchup. We've talked about this, and you guys have known about this over the last few weeks now. Justin Jackson did get surgery on his ankle back in August. He is expected to miss 2 to 4 weeks. There's a good chance he's probably not going to be playing in this week 1 matchup. Also, really, from our standpoint, there's not any other injuries to talk about right now. I'm looking at some of the stuff right now. You know, Darren Waller's had the hankering hamstring injury, but I'm pretty sure he will be ready to go this coming Sunday afternoon. And then, this is still kind of blowing my mind right now. They've already come out with the odds for this matchup, and I'm just like, really? It's same old shit no matter what when it comes to us. When it comes to the Raiders, we're always getting the shit end of the stick one way or another. So ESPN right now has it with the Chargers at a 62.2% chance to win. We're at 37.5. The team rankings right now have us at 24.2 with the Chargers at 27.8. The spread right now is the Chargers at -3.5. They're at -3 for the spread. We are +3. The money line has us as the underdogs at +150 to the Chargers -178, and the over-under is 52. Halo, what's good, my brother? I hope you're doing well. Miss you, man. I swear to God, and I've said this before, every time we all link up, and it's really Pick Six, Andy, Wasted, Docs, Halo. I swear, it's like summer camp, and I don't want that shit to ever end. Like, I wish we were neighbors and lived, like, on the same block. Like, we could just be happy as hell forever. Ladies love Wasted's uncle. It's good. Salute. Robert Pena was good. So that's the odds right now. I don't know how many of you guys in here are really bettors, gamblers, whatever you want to call yourselves, degenerates. Now I'm fucking with you. But look, if you are that confident that we're going to kick the shit out of the Chargers this weekend, place your bet. Again, the money line for us, we're at +150. Shoot your shot, man. I think we're getting that win, most definitely. But shoot your shot if you want to take that bet. I personally am one that does not bet on my teams. That's one thing I've learned to avoid a lot. And I think I'm going to continue to stay that route and not bet on my team as usual. So I'm going to leave that one alone. But we will talk about this matchup a little bit, but we're only going to talk about the quarterback side of things. Now, Justin Herbert has played us 4 times in his career. He's going into the 3rd year of his career, if you guys did not know. He's 2-2 against us. 109 for 176 with a 61.9 completion percentage for 1,245 yards, 10 touchdowns, 1 interception, sacked 8 times. So he's averaging getting sacked about twice a game in the 4 games that we've played him, and a rating of 99.7. We go to our guy, the gunslinger, Mr. Reliable, Derek Carr. In his career against the Chargers, he has 8-8, 317 of 424 for 64.2 percentage completion with 3,511 yards, 22 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, sacked 36 times, goddamn, and a rating of 92.4. Vinny, I like that. Malo, what's good? And for those that are in here right now, Kyle Holtz said I stopped gambling years ago. Bad luck. For those, I didn't even say this yet, but if you guys want to be a part of this conversation today, you have to be a subscriber moving forward. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, you cannot be involved in the chat. That doesn't cost you anything. Hit that subscribe button. We hit 3,700, I believe it was last week. And we're only going to grow from here because I'm going to try to be on as much as I possibly can, bringing you guys as much Raiders news as possible. I think we're going to go back into the UFC stuff as well now that I'm free on weekends. And we might do something, another outside of the box thing, and cover the MLB playoffs. I might respectively cover my Mets, and I might cover the Dodgers as well. For those that are in here that are Dodgers fans, yeah, we beat you 4 out of 7 games this year, so take that, all right? Anyways, the Camzat Diaz is this Saturday. I might actually be able to pull up and do it. We will see. Again, I don't know because we have a lot going on, and also shout out to Raider Squid. Salute to you, brother. I did see Lancaster on the reserve list. I did have this up before. Let me see if I can find it. I know I was reading about it before. Yeah, so this was actually last week. Lancaster was placed. What the hell's wrong with me? Placed on the injured reserve on the 28th of August, but it was an undisclosed injury. Hey, we have a couple of guys that are on injured reserve right now. Micah Kaiser, you guys know that happened early August. Jordan Jenkins, that happened towards the tail end of August. And Brandon Parker was placed on the 28th for the tricep. But there really hasn't been anything else that was brought up. Thomas was good. Dodger blue all day. Look, I've told you guys before, I respect the hell out of the Dodgers just because of the history of that organization. I got a former teammate that plays for them now, so I don't have anything against them at all. I still have it on my bucket list to go to Dodger Stadium, all right? So chill out, y'all. Let's see if there's anything else up here right now. Reddit Chaos is funny how they picked the Chargers even though we have DA, who's supposed to cover the best receiver in the league. Again, we've said this a couple of times already. Pick your poison, man. These dudes are going to be in for it. And again, I love the haters. We got haters. We're doing something right. And you know what? I could care less what the rest of the media outlets have to say. Bryce is back in New York. There you go. What's good, brother? The media outlets always have the most negative shit to say about us. And at this point, I'm over it, man. I'm over it. Like, look. All we have to do is just win, baby, and that's it. All we have to do is that, and we can silence all the critics. We can silence all the haters. Like, I'm telling you, it's going to be a very long season, granted, but it's also going to be a memorable season for us. So everybody else, all these other haters, you can kiss my ass. I could really care less. Sebastian, I do. I think they will. I think they're going to make a deep run. Whoever's on that right side, I just hope they give Carr time to pick this defense apart. So, you know what? Let's talk about this because it was something, and you guys are going to laugh at me for this shit. So last night, obviously you guys saw, it was a recorded live or not a live, but a recorded video that I put up. Man, I must have did 15 takes. I shit you not. And trying to find that perfect one, and I said it in one of them. I didn't say it in the one that I uploaded, but look. The thing with this offensive line is right now is Carr obviously is going to need time in the pocket, right? If that doesn't seem to be the case, at least this coming week, whatever, look, we have a very deep running back depth chart that we could just try to eat clock, run the fuck out of it, and see what the hell happens. Having that deep running back room is something that the Patriots used to do a lot. And I'm not doing this comparison of the Patriot way, this, that, and the third. This is the Raider way now with Josh McDaniels. But you use that deep running back depth chart that we have. You'll open up other possibilities for Derek Carr. You will open up a play action. You will open up deep threats down the middle or down the sideline, whether it being Devontae Adams, whether it being Darren Waller, whether it being Hunter Renfrow on a China route, Mac Hollins in the red zone of the goal line. Look, again, pick your poison. We should be perfectly fine with that, though. I'm good with a ground and pound offense, especially if you just keep rotating these guys in. Defenses aren't going to know how to really play these guys. All these running backs have various styles. They're not all the same. It's complementary football. We can see the 2 tight end packages like like we did once upon a time with Gronk and Aaron Hernandez. By the way, he was innocent. No, I'm just fucking with y'all. But look, Moreau, Waller, Hollister, anything's possible right now, y'all. You have to understand that. Like, I know people were putting various comments throughout that recording yesterday, and some negative, and I'm just like, look, this is what I'm reporting to you guys. Do I feel some type of way? Am I nervous about the line? A little bit. But again, I am very confident that Carmen Brasillo is putting these guys in the right places to succeed. And these were the right guys and the right fit for this offense and this organization moving forward. So I'm not going to fly off the hinges yet. I'm not going to be that asshole. But again, you guys know how I am as well. If I see you fucking up, I'm going to call you out on it. When I see you doing good, you're going to get your flowers as well. So I don't want people to come at me, oh, your bias is that. No, I'm a fucking realist. I've played the game since I was a little kid. I've studied the game as long as I can remember. I fucking coached. So if I see certain things, it's coming from somebody with a football IQ. Not one of these dudes that sits on a couch, never put on a pair of shoulder pads, a helmet, or fucking grabbed a clipboard a day in their life. I'm going to be raw. I'm going to be real. And if you don't like it, well, sorry about your damn luck. But I'm going to call what I see on that field. When I see good things, great. This guy missed this assignment. That guy missed that assignment. What the fuck is that one doing over there? Those are the things you're going to hear. And you guys have to be, like, I don't want to say okay with it. Y'all have been loyal to me from the jump. Y'all know what I'm about. For the new guys, welcome. It might be a reality check and a wake-up call for a lot of you. And this coming season, I said it before I came back, things were going to be different. The chains are going to be off. There's going to be no fucks given. It's straight foot to skulls, and I don't give a fuck. Hernandez is only innocent of being... Oh, my goodness, AC. Too much. Y'all are going to get me to read the wrong shit, and I'm going to pull a Ron Burgundy. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. Again, if y'all are in here, and if you haven't already... break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash the bell for all your Raiders content. The only way you could even be part of this conversation from here on out is being a subscriber to the channel. That doesn't cost you a fucking thing. Just click on the subscribe button, just like right here. That's not interactive, but that's all you got to do, y'all. Again, we have a lot of new content that's coming out this year. This Sunday morning, I'm going to try to do it as early as possible. Our game is what? 1:15 or 1:30 Pacific time, so it's 4:30 here. Shout out to Ghost Sniper. Welcome to the Shields Up. Oh, you've been around for 6 months. It just comes up different, but yeah, speak the truth. That's why I appreciate you, bro. Hope you good, bro. Been a minute. Hope all is well. I'm back, man. I'm back. A lot of new changes. Look, you guys are going to have me on weekends. And I might be trying to do something where me and my brother Wasted, since we are practically neighbors now. We are neighbors now. We might be doing some live streams from with the New Jersey Black Hole chapter this coming season. I'm going to start making some moves on that, so we shall see, but stay tuned. But this Sunday morning, I'm going to try to get up as early as I possibly can. Look, for those that are doing fantasy or in your fantasy leagues, I will be doing start sit-ems live Sunday morning. You guys can call in. You can ask your questions. You can ask me about your lineups, what I think should be adjusted, and we'll get you ready for your week 1 matchups and beyond for this entire NFL season. So stay tuned for that. We will have another thing coming out next week, next Tuesday most likely. And shout out to my son Prez because he's going to help me do this. We're going to have a segment, and this is going to become a weekly segment. MB, welcome to the original, the official, the only house. Welcome to Hammers.House. Thank you for becoming a new subscriber. Thank you for being part of the conversation as well. Let's go. Starting Tuesdays, I think it makes sense to do it on Tuesdays because that's when week 1 is officially over. We will be doing hard hits. It's going to be a segment where we have the top 10 hits of the week throughout the NFL, not just us. And I think you guys will definitely enjoy that. Again, my son is going to be putting together all the visuals for it. It's going to be sick. You guys are not going to want to miss out on that either. We be fine. Our coach is one of the greatest offensive minds in the last 20 years. If we have issues, he'll address it. There you go. Talk that shit, bro. Appreciate you, MB. I did have somebody, I don't want to grab my phone right now. I did have somebody in the comments last night after that recording I did say that I am like probably one of the most underrated Raider content creators right now. And I swear I appreciate that more than anything else. Like, I know there are a lot of guys. I know, shout out to Sanjeet. He put a list out on Twitter the other day with like the elite Raider content creators and told everybody to like follow all these guys, and he put me in that category as the elite. I still feel like I'm leaps and bounds away from that. I got the hands down solidified rookie of the year in Wasted, and that dude has just killed the game very, very quickly. And I still feel like I'm the one that's sitting at the kiddie table just waiting to hang out with the big dogs pretty much. But a lot of you guys have said that this is going to be my year, and I hope that's the case. There is something else I wanted to bring up because we are in a new month, and a lot of times last year we were doing a whole bunch of these different things, raising awarenesses and stuff, and I would love to do this again. Like, we've been back only a couple of weeks. Super chats, all that stuff, they're up, they're running. What I would like to do is for this month, September is Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month. I would love to do something throughout this month. So whatever you guys donate in the super chats, we're going to do a majority of the proceeds are going to go to the St. Jude's Children's Hospital for pediatric cancer and cancer research. And as the season goes on with the different things, we will be doing different things. Obviously, next month is going to be Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I might try to put together some Hammers.House shirts, but I'm not going to use the regular site. I'm going to use the other site, the other merch site, Bonfire, and just put the campaign on there. So whatever you guys order on Bonfire, I'm going to make it specifically going to a specific foundation for Breast Cancer Awareness Month for the month of October. So I meant to put that out or talk about that a little earlier, but I got so locked in with everything that we're breaking down and talking about right now. So yeah. Are you doing a pick'em league this year? Look, I haven't been asked to be a part of any of those, and if you guys want me to do it, then I'm all for it. I don't see why not. Hammer, you got the game. Now you have the time. It's your year, bro. Believe that. I appreciate you, AC. Nah, I did, man. Oh, was that today? Vin, was that today? I know he mentioned from last week, and look, it was an honor. Seriously, Mitch, if you're watching this, it was an honor to meet you, bro. You have a huge following. You do a great job with everything you do. And you're definitely a really cool dude. And he's also he's a Met fan as well. So that right off the bat, we click like that. So shout out to Mitch. Shout out to Andy. Shout out to Docs. Shout out to Wasted. Shout out to my brothers in Mount Shieldmore. I'm hoping we could try to do something this coming week. We shall see. You getting your flowers, bro? Keep grinding. Look, I'm back, and I don't think I'm going anywhere at this point in time. Like, I want to be on as much as possible and grind out for you guys and give you guys as much content and useful, insightful Raider information as much as I possibly can. Again, I'm going to be doing fantasy football, something I didn't think I was going to do, but it's something that makes sense. And it's funny because I ran into a guy the other night that was like, oh, do you do? I was like, I'm actually doing it this year. I'm doing fantasy. He's like, that's going to be a great look. People are definitely going to be tuned in. Da 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 da. I'm like, all right. Appreciate you guys. Raider Moses was good. Henry, do you think JC? No, he won't. We mentioned this a couple of minutes ago. He got that surgery. This was August 23rd, and he's expected to be out for 2 to 4 weeks. So he might not be back till probably week 3, maybe. Week 3, maybe week 4. Time will tell, but he will not be playing Sunday. I'd be shocked as fuck if he was. I really would be. Rob, you lost 4 out of 7 this season against us, bro. Come on. Like I said, I love the Dodgers as well. Rich history. I had a former teammate that plays for them now. But look, we're gonna get you guys in the playoffs. Look, we've talked about this time and time again with the free agent acquisitions that they got. Look, these guys better have their ACL insurance paid up for, because a lot of those guys on the Chargers cannot stay healthy an entire season. So I wanted to be a maybe. John Cena's in the building. Adams is going off week 1. If Jackson returns for week 1, he won't be at 100%. Yeah, I think that they're going to take precautions, especially if they think that they're going to be such a great team in the division this year. I think they're going to take precaution and not play J.C. Jackson this coming week. That's my opinion. That's what I think. I think if I was that head coach, I would be making that conscious, smart decision as well for the long run. So we shall see. Raiders resigned Pico to the practice squad. Look, he wasn't a guy that any of us thought was making this roster anyways, so we'll see. You see how he's playing outside or staying in the slot. As of right now, he'll be in the slot. We have Anthony Avert. We have Lak Yassin. We're good right now with our corners. Aaron Stromer returns to Raw tonight. If he does, I'm going to lose my shit. I watched AEW last night. I had it right above me as I was doing that recording last night, and saw MJF finally come back, which was great. He was gone for a good couple of months. He was a dude that I really couldn't stand at first, but I've slowly started to take a liking to him. And Action Bronson made an appearance during the AEW event to help out Taz's son Hook, which is pretty dope as well to see. So I'm definitely looking forward to Monday Night Raw. Probably another reason why I'm on now, because it's on in about 2.5 hours. And now that I'm home on a Monday, I could watch Monday Night Raw now. Hobbs going to be outside in our base most likely and playing. So I did want to talk about the depth chart. Omar, it's a good question. I will try to figure this out. I did see Punk's presser, and it was insane. And you know what? He's another one that's a real one. He's not afraid to say how he feels. Captains, obviously, DC. I think Adams ends up being a captain. I think you got to give it to the vet on the line and Colton Miller. And then defensively, Perryman, I think you're going to end up seeing Perryman, Jones, Max, and this one's going to shock you. I think Merrick might be a captain. Just saying. I think he's going to be a captain. LV, appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Time to unplug the Chargers. I like that. Look, he won the belt last night, and whatever that situation was it was in regards to Colt Cabana. That was something that happened years ago. And one of these reporters, like they always do, they like digging up old shit and causing problems. It ticked them off. It would tick me off too. Why bring up past shit that's been long gone? The fact that he kind of really went off the rails and said a whole bunch of shit that kind of is borderline to a defamation lawsuit, it is what it is. Bro, haven't really heard your thoughts about this, but what are your thoughts on SoFi Stadium ban masks for everyone, especially the lifetime Raiders season ticket holder Gorilla Rilla? Okay, we're going to talk about this now. We're all here. We're family. And I'm going to tell you guys how I feel about it. The Chargers, the chokers, it's like the pettiest shit I've ever heard. And I said this on a live the other day, that this is some real for lack of better terms, and I don't care how anybody takes this, some real Karen shit. That's exactly what it is. You guys are feeling some type of way that one of the heart and souls of the black hole is going to be there as he's been for years on end, and you don't want him in the stadium. But it's also out there. It has to do with the mask, allegedly, but apparently Boltman won't be allowed to be at SoFi either because for the same exact reason. From what I understand, they were supposed to meet with these people at SoFi. I haven't heard anything since, if the meeting has even happened yet. But hopefully everything works itself out and he will be front and center this coming Sunday. But we have to wait and see. I do not know anything else at this point in time, though. But it's rough, man. Look, and Tony apologized because he didn't say no comment from the jump of that question being asked. So I haven't heard anything, LV. If you have, that's great. I have not heard anything. I kind of have been more or less out of the dark, or in the dark rather. I've been in the dark for like probably over a week now. So there's a lot of things that I'm really not privileged, I guess, at this point to know, but it is what it is. He got the approval. The Rams guy got him in. All right, so there we go. So Gorilla will be in SoFi this coming Sunday. That's great. Look, we will always overrun LA. We overrun it when we play the Rams. We'll overrun it when we play the Chargers. Like, we still own LA, ladies and gentlemen. Whether people want to believe that or not, didn't everyone wear masks during the pandemic? Not the same mask, but I get where you're going with that. But they want to be able to see everyone's face due to fights. Have you ever seen Gorilla fight in a stadium? Have you ever seen Gorilla get into a physical altercation with opposing team fans in the stadiums? No. I'm telling you, it feels like they're just making shit up. Shout out to Terrence Jr. He just subscribed. Welcome to the official, the original, the only house. Welcome to Hammers.House. Again, if y'all want to be part of the conversation, you have to hit that subscribe button. Shout out to Jose Toscano. I got to get back to this. Jose Toscano on the 199 super chat. I think Carlson should be captain. Look, he could be the special teams captain. I don't have a problem with that. I have no problem with that. Aunt 6, 9 months. A Shields Up member. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Again, you want to support me, you want to support the channel, the link is pinned to the top. Also, the merchandise, the Spreadshirt link is pinned there with all the new Hammers.House merch. Definitely check that stuff out. You will not be disappointed. Gorilla never involved it. Exactly my point, brother. Exactly my point. Aunt 6 on the $2 donation, party all the time. Look, we got to sing it together in Adelanto. I told y'all I would do it, and I did it for y'all, so there y'all go. Damn, I just lost my train of thought with something I wanted to say. Aussie. Appreciate you, brother, pulling on up. It's definitely been a long time. Dick Vitale is good. A lot of you guys I've not seen in so long, and I really appreciate each and every single one of y'all. I actually had a guy that did it. If I remember correctly, the site is AJ Belts. They actually have like a Facebook group page where they do raffles for all these different wrestling belts. And they actually do the UFC belts as well. The blue one, the Universal title, I actually won in their raffle. That belt, the heavyweight title, I bought just before Black Friday. And I had him do that. And he actually did another custom job as well. I might have him do a few more down the road. But I think, honestly, I don't think I'm going to be taking that belt off the wall again for any other trips. At least I don't think so. Chaos, I will give you that prediction this coming Saturday when I do the live with Jake, the Snake Sports Talk Show. As he's a Chargers fan, we're going to be doing our matchup preview / walkthrough. I will give my final prediction on Saturday. I will make a UFC rated belt or the yeah. He had the BMF. They sell the belts on their site, but they also do the raffles as well. Yo, bro, Hammer, of course. Roman needed family on Saturday. I missed the final match. Again, I was out with my cousin, so I missed that final match. I heard what happened. I need to try to watch it again, or at least catch the tail end of it again. I was out with my cousin, but I was also watching the Taylor Hawkins tribute concert from Wembley Stadium. For those that don't know, he was a drummer of the Foo Fighters and had passed away back in March. They did a huge tribute concert for him with a whole bunch of artists from Wembley Stadium in England. They're going to be doing another one at the Kia Forum in LA at the end of this month. But man, that tribute was amazing. Definitely brought tears to my eyes. He was definitely one of my favorite drummers. To see one of my other all-time favorites pay tribute, Lars Ulrich from Metallica, was absolutely amazing. And also see Taylor Hawkins' son play My Hero with the Foo Fighters, that shit brought tears to my eyes. So rest in peace, Taylor Hawkins. Everybody had nothing but great things to say about him. Dude was always a big ball of energy and a huge smile. Rest in peace, bro. We miss you. We love you. I already have a prediction statement, 37-17. Shit. Do you know the top 3 quarterbacks for the most touchdowns in their 2 seasons in NFL history? No, but I think you're going to tell me. You need that OG wing eagle belt. Yeah, I heard about that. And you know what's funny, Rob? They talked about him being called up very, very soon and potentially joining the bloodline. So I'm here for it. I watched him on NXT. He's a solid dude. Anthony was another thing that had been talked about for like the last 2.5, 3 months, and I'm glad that it finally happened. But do we know if he really joined Judgment Day or not? Hammer, I love catching up with old school wrestling on YouTube. Yeah, I still watch stuff here and there. Herbert, Marino. There you go. There you go. I had a feeling Carr was in it. Herbert, I was like, eh. And again, look, he's a Charger now, but I did follow him while he had his collegiate career at Oregon. I was a huge fan of him. I've told you guys this before. I love my Raiders, but there are players and other players from other teams that I admire. I will watch. I will study. But Justin Herbert is not that person anymore. Sorry. You went to the rivals. I'm not watching you no more, dude. Hammer, I got a smacking the Frauders 31-17. Oh shit. Damn, man. Y'all are going off. All right, let me set this up real quick. I'm going to have you guys call on in. You know how we do it here. I think the social media is going across the screen right now. You'll see the email, and that's the one you're going to use Google Duo to call in with. Give me 1 second. Let's get this up and running for you guys so we can hear you guys sound off. If you guys got any questions, any fantasy questions or anything as well, feel free to ask right now. This is open to y'all, though. Y'all know how we do. Let me see if I can get this up. Uh-oh. Try to do it for web. And again, y'all, the super chats for this month, majority of the proceeds are going to be going to the St. Jude's Children's Hospital for Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month. I'm trying to find this. All right, we're good to go. So whenever you guys are ready, feel free to call on in. Use the Google Duo app and use that email going across the screen right now, hammershouse3@gmail.com. Yeah, he's good now. Gorilla Rilla's good to go. What is one player you can't hate in division minus their own that you can't hate? Look, if you play for a division rival, I can't fuck with you. Sorry. I'm saying Mac. I still had love for Mac when he was a Bear. Now he's a Charger, so I hate him. And not only when he plays us, but every day for the rest of my life. There you go. There you go. We're still waiting to see what the deal with Denzel Perryman is, if he's going to get his extension. With his market value right now, I think a 3-year, $20 million deal would be great. An undersized middle linebacker similar to that stature of Ray Lewis, I think this dude should be here for the rest of his career, just alongside Darren Waller as well. I still think, well, I'm saying this with Carr, and I've said that Carr could be like in the top 5 for MVP this year. But again, that offensive line's got to fucking do its job. If your O-line don't work, your offense don't work, point blank, period. So, again, I keep saying that's the one thing I'm slightly nervous about, but I'm not beating my head against the wall yet or, oh, we need help. Like, no, not yet. People can say that, but his numbers have told otherwise. So that's the one thing. I love when people try to bash him. He's always had solid numbers. Last year was top 10 quarterback. I know a lot of you guys jumped on me about the fantasy rankings, but we see what, like I had Kirk Cousins ahead of Derek Carr. You guys see who Kirk Cousins has as a receiver. And I'm not taking anything away from Devontae because I say Devontae is the elite all the time. But Kirk Cousins has had that continuous chemistry with Justin Jefferson. So now it's Carr has got to bring back the chemistry with Devontae Adams this year. I still think he's going to be solid as hell. But people were jumping on me over fantasy rankings like, come on, stop. Like I said, I trust The Office. I trust Carmen Brasillo. I trust Josh McDaniels. I think they should be fine. That's a good point. I worry that Colton Miller's going to trip over Joey Bosa's. Oh, my God. Isn't Bosa on the right side and Mack is on the left side? Look, he missed 2 games last year and almost broke the single season tackle record. I'd rather have him here for 3 years. Stay hydrated, y'all. What up, GA? Much love to you, bro. I agree with that take. I believe our offense line will hold up. I think we got out guys that don't fit and have players that makes a lot of sense. Guys, Google Duo was up. Stay hydrated. Google Duo was up. You guys want to call on in, sound off, ask any questions, feel free to do it. The email is running across the ticker, hammershouse3@gmail.com. You have to use the Google Duo app. You will not be seen, but you will be heard by the whole nation. So definitely call in. And again, ask your questions, y'all. I don't think I've had anything outrageous said in this chat today. Surprise, surprise. Will our line be better than last year? Oh. Yes, because we have a totally different offensive line coach. A way better offensive line coach that has developed consistent top 10 offensive lines in Carmen Brasillo. So, yes. Raiders might want to see Perryman have another great year before a long-term contract. Well, let's see how it plays out. Like I said, I think we're good for now. I have not wanted to give you guys a legit prediction. I gave predictions months ago that I didn't want to. And I'd rather wait until at least after week 2 or week 3 to really... I want to assess this 53-man roster. I want to assess our starters. The preseason didn't show us shit. And I'm not being an asshole about it. We know what we saw out there, and it wasn't our starters, so I couldn't assess anything. I'm going to do it after week 2, week 3. Hammer, I think they're will solidify our right tackle position this year, which will make our O-line pass expectations for the year, fam. Look, I said it earlier in the show that Thayer Munford is on the heels of Jermaine Illuminor for that right tackle spot. We see how this plays out the first couple of weeks, and we'll determine what the hell happens. Our right side was the worst. Yep, it was. I think we're better. There's a few good things, a few good linebackers coming out. And yeah, I've seen that. There was one that was already mentioned that we're getting. Hammer, it would be in Brooklyn until you could fill it. Look, we put that to rest, Cool Kev. I don't do that no more. Chargers right side of their O-line is suspect too. Yeah, and the whole Denver Broncos offensive line is suspect. And yet, Russell Wilson just got a 5-year extension. What was it? 100? Was it 245? 245 with 165 mil guaranteed, which has him in Denver for the next 7 years at $296 million. I would like to go to the Week 3 game against against the Titans. I don't know if that's happening. The only one that I'm pretty sure about going to will be the Rams game in December. I would love to try to get to a home game if I can, but with this new transition, I'm not fully sure right now. Thank you, John. Like, that's what I've been saying. That's exactly what I've been saying, and that's why I rather have waited to really give my prediction. We got one. You're in the vault with Hammer. Who this?
What's up, Hammers? G.A. Patriot.
What's good, brother? How are you?
I'm good. How you doing, man?
Good. Just trying to take it easy right now. Enjoy this next week off.
I hear you. I can't believe it's actually game week.
6 days, my friend. 6 days. Cannot wait.
Yes. So check this out. For the past, since the preseason ended, all I've heard, all over social media, all over the TV, not just from Raider fans, but from NFL analysts, and ESPN analysts, and anybody and everybody that wants to talk about football, all everybody's talking about is how shitty the Raiders O-line is, and how Derek Carr's going to get killed, and it's a problem, you know. And so yesterday I was sitting here, I didn't have the kids, and I was rewatching the beginnings of some of the preseason games, right? The Finns had their starters in for a couple series. The Pats had their starters in for a couple series, right?
Right.
Yeah. No, our offensive line didn't look great. Did it? Are they where I want them to be or where we need them to be? No. But with many of their starting pieces on defense of professional teams that we were playing against, with our backup quarterback, backup running backs, backup wide receivers, and this O-line, we moved the ball down the field. We scored touchdowns. We kicked field goals. And that was without Carr on the field. And that was without Adams on the field, without Renfro on the field, without Waller on the field. So, no, I don't think our O-line is the best in the league, but there's lots of teams that are worse off than we are.
Right.
And I think we all need to chill out and give these coaches a chance to put these players in the game and play positional football and see what happens before everybody gets so freaked out about it.
I agree. Like I said, I'm trusting in this office. I'm trusting in Carmen Brasillo right now to see what he does for us. But a lot of people are already up in arms about this whole situation, and it sucks. I don't want to hear the negativity about what's going on and what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. Look, our offensive line is already better than it was last year because we don't have Alex Pleatherwood. Nobody wants to see that dude ever again.
Right. Exactly.
I'm good where we're at right now.
I agree. And if that offensive line can keep Jared Stidham protected enough to get backup receivers into the end zone, then what they gonna look like when you put Derek Carr behind him and you put Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfro, Darren Waller on the field? I mean,
I'm trusting.
Adams is gonna get open.
I'm trusting that Brasillo is doing the right thing with Illuminor there, starting at right tackle. He already had the familiarity with the offensive line scheme that McDaniels has. So I think we should be just fine. He's got to hold his own this coming week, though. This is going to set the tone for our season, whether people want to hear this or not right now. This game right here is setting the tone. Everybody's coming in, this is a revenge game because we knocked them out from getting into the playoffs last year and this, that, and the third. Good, take it that way. But I'm telling you now, for 60 minutes, we will be fighting. We'll probably knock a couple of dicks in the dirt and walk away with a win. Point blank, period.
Absolutely. I agree completely. And, last season's over. I don't see this as a revenge game for last year. I see this is the Raiders' opportunity to set the tone for this season and show everybody who we really are because nobody has seen our offense. Nobody.
It's a fact.
McDaniels, we had 2 teams out of 4 in the preseason that we're going to see again in the regular season. You think McDaniels showed them anything?
No, definitely not. Especially, again, they were one of the very few teams, if not the only team, that weren't using their starters like everybody else was. I
Right.
loved what I saw the first couple of weeks, especially the way that they were using that ground and pound offense with all those various running backs and eating up the clock on drives. That shit was fucking perfect, and that's something I would love to see moving forward this year as well.
And before I jump off here and let you have your show back, I want to make 2 more quick points.
Go ahead.
First of all, remember we kept more running backs than we did receivers.
Yes, we did.
If you think it's going to be a West Coast airball offense, you might be in for a surprise.
I think people, at least people that have a football IQ, know that this is not going to be a fucking air raid offense. Most definitely not.
McDaniels is going to use the run to get the defense on their heels and then pass when he can.
Absolutely.
And second of all, our defense has a 12th man that everybody's sleeping on.
We're gonna
His name is AJ Cole.
I like that.
Field position wins close games.
That's
period.
a fact.
We got one of the best punters. I mean, I've said it before. Amazing punting is Raider tradition. It's Raider history.
That's a fact. Appreciate you as always, GA, calling on in. Thank you for your continued support, bro, and we will definitely be talking soon.
Peace, Hammer. Peace out, nation. I'll see you guys game day.
Later, brother. That was GA Patriot, one of the most loyal guys to this channel. Appreciate him. Shout out to Raider Nomad on the super chat. Those surprise cuts at 53 were the line drawn. No more mediocrity. Talk that shit, brother. Again, y'all, super chats throughout this month. Majority of the proceeds are going to go to the St. Jude's Children's Hospital for Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month. And next month we will be doing the same for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So again, doesn't have to be a lot, doesn't need to be a little, whatever you guys want to donate. Again, majority of the proceeds are going to be going to the St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Fans playing, coach watching backups, O-line in preseason. McDaniel's system had a O-line look great with a top run screenplays. And that was the other thing we saw in the preseason. The screenplays were working pretty damn well as well. Shout out to the Lunchable Stacking, Capri Sun killing, trike riding. He wears his sunglasses at night. The SC experience is in the building. Salute, brother. Hope you're doing well. I honestly believe the car will throw for over 35 touchdowns, could easily throw for 40 plus. I just hope that he doesn't throw a shit ton of interceptions. Look, everybody was ranting and raving how he hadn't thrown a pick in training camp. That's great. Again, you have a whole bunch of foundational pieces on that offense now that really is a pick your poison. As long as he continues to do what he did throughout the training camp, we will be just fine. He will definitely be a guy. Like I said, I truly believe he will be in the top 5 for MVP candidate this coming season. Daniel Carlson is one of the best place kickers in the league as well. That's a fact. Hammer, help your boy out. Need a good fantasy football name. Well, since I'm not playing fantasy football this year, I'm going to put it in the chat for you, and then I will highlight it. You can take this. And you guys are probably going to die when you see this shit. I'm going to highlight that actually for y'all right now. How about that? Snoop-a-loop. What up, bro? Yeah, Jamal, you're absolutely right. Fumbles as well is another thing. Like, he breaks the pocket. It's like you just better pray that he holds onto the ball. Carlson would be kicked a lot less this year. Look, I've looked at it where I feel that, like, if we can average over 30 points a game, then we're going to have a really good winning season. The offense will be way better in the red zone. Yep. And again, a lot of people are like, I don't know why we got Hollins. Hollins is going to be that guy in the red zone and the goal line situations that you guys are going to, when he scores, you're going to be like, holy shit. Like, I'm glad we have him now. Like, he is that big body receiver that we had previously that couldn't get the job done. This guy will be able to get the job done. And I'm talking about Brian Edwards. Not an insult, just a fact of life. He could not get the job done, so we brought in Matt Collins. There we go. Look, again, if you want to run with it, I don't have a league at this point that I'm in, so if you want to rock with 2 girls, 1 cup, then go for it. And again, that ground and pound, the screen passes, this offense can thrive with that right now. That running back room, holy shit. It sucks, and I don't want to say it, but we know it's the writing is on the wall. He didn't get his fifth-year option picked up. Jacobs is playing for a contract elsewhere. We brought in Zeus. We drafted Zeus White and Britton Brown because they're going to be the featured backs for this franchise after this season. Bank on it. Appreciate you. Hollins is a big target. Yeah, Edwards was very disappointed. Yep. And you know what? Edwards was a guy that I was actually really high on when we drafted him. Great physical presence, but couldn't get the job done. And the one thing he needed to work on more than anything else when he came into the league was his hands. I wish you the best with Mariota in Atlanta, but you couldn't get the job done here. Rating panties. We need 2016 DC where he only committed 11 total turnovers. There you go. Do you see us getting any defensive free agents before week 4? So we talked about this at the start, Johnny Luna. There was like a list on Bleacher Report of free agents that we should potentially get right now. Sue is out there. The contract that they're projecting right now, or offering wise, would be a 2-year, $15.5 million deal. Now look, Sue wants 9, right? I say you do it. 2 years, 15.5. Give him about 9, 10, maybe even 11 guaranteed. Good, you got your money. Come here, ball out. We lost Joe Haig, the former right tackle of the Steelers, to the Browns yesterday after he met with us on Thursday. It seems like all these teams, like every time we have a guy that is on our radar that, oh, we should get him, they go to the Browns. I really hope that's not the case with Sue, that he was just doing it to get a bag. But we have to wait and see what happens. The other guy that was out there that they were talking about was JPP. Again, an edge rusher that could be more of a rotational piece than what they think Klee will be. I don't see that happening. And then Darrell Williams, a right tackle. They said a 1-year, $6 million deal. If that were to work and you believe that he's better than Illuminor or even Thayer Munford, then do it. But they're not going to right now. I think they are confident with these guys that they have right now. Sean, that's a fact. Facts. Van, we would all love to bring Sue in. Pause. Carr has never been a big INT guy. Top 10 lowest interception percentage all time. Almost half of them last year were off tip passes. No, you know what's funny though, Raider Moore? Last year he admitted there was a lot of times where he was forcing balls in places, pause, that are not supposed, that they shouldn't have been. And I saw it firsthand in at MetLife. He obviously did some things during this offseason, though, where they're ranting and raving how he didn't throw an interception during camp for a very long period of time. So I'm good. Tyron Johnson has speed, needs to improve on his pass catching. Hammer open up the... Yep, you're absolutely right. Edwards needed another year. Adams struggled his first 2 years with drops also. Look, with what this front office is building right now, there was no more, oh, let's give him more time. Same goes with a guy like Alex Leatherwood, 2021 first round pick, but look, you had opportunities, and McDaniel said that in the presser last Wednesday. He could not live up to the expectations or the competition. That was it. GA Patriot, 6 months. Shields up, member. Appreciate you, bro. Williams has been available too long. Lots of teams need help, and nobody bringing him in. There's something going on there we don't know about. You could be right. Guys, if you want to support me and support the channel, the link is pinned to the top. For those that are on the outside looking in right now that want to join this conversation, that doesn't cost you anything. Hit that subscribe button right now. We are on the road to 5K. Let's run those numbers up, y'all. And if you want to call in, look, the email's going across the bottom right now with the app Google Duo. Put in Hammers.House3@gmail, call on in, and sound off. Carr lost trust in Edwards after that Bears game. You can also chalk up Carr's interception in camp to Hobbs making a play. Look, I talked about that between Hobbs matching up against Devontae and vice versa. Iron sharpens iron. I definitely think that just made Hobbs a hell of a lot better cover corner this coming season. Any preseason predictions? I'm not giving any more predictions until after week 2 or week 3. I will give you my prediction of our game on Saturday when I do the live with Jake the Snake. He's a Chargers fan, like I said previously. We will be doing our matchup preview / walkthrough on Saturday. Edwards played good with Ruggs last season, minus some drops. Ruggs averaged over 20 yards a catch. Edwards, 18 yards per catch at week 7. Carr was top 5 in every... Yep, he was. I believe Ruggs' accident messed with Edwards' head a little bit. Look, it messed with a lot of people's heads. A lot of the stuff that this Raider organization went through last year messed with a lot of people's heads, but they overcame the adversity of all that shit. Gruden, Ruggs, Arnett's fuckery. Went on a nice fucking winning streak towards the tail end. Made it to the playoffs, made it to the wild card. Unfortunately, lost in the wild card. Don't sleep on Renfro catching over 80% of his targets in 2021. Look, definitely not, man. Definitely not. Again, if you guys want to call on in, use the Google Duo app. Email's going across the bottom of the screen right now. Appreciate y'all. I might actually take that ticker off and change it. There's the email again right now. I'm about to switch it out in a second. Uh-oh, I almost hit the wrong button there. There we go. All I'm here to say is that let me guess. You're a Jet fan? At least I got a subscriber out of it. Because look, the thought bots don't pop up no more. I predict Zeus will be our Russian. Oh, hold up. That is definitely a hot take because I still think Jacobs has the most rushing yards, but I don't think he's eclipsing anywhere near 1,000. I think we're probably looking at 850 yards because that running back room is deep, and you're going to see these guys rotating in a lot. Remember the Edwards wide open drop for 50 yards? Hammer, help. I'm adding one more jersey before our season. I need Renfro to complete our offense, but I only have Mad Max on defense. I really want a Chandler Jones jersey, but get the Renfro jersey if you want to complete your offense, bro. Get the Renfro jersey, brother. Raiders gave Leatherwood a lot of time preseason, and he looked horrible. Just like last year, he allowed the most pressures in the preseason too. So this was something I talked about as well in the recording yesterday. Bolden is probably going to be one of those guys, like I think him and Amir Abdullah are going to share third down back responsibilities and probably have Bolden split goal line situations with Josh Jacobs. There was something. So PFF put it out there yesterday that there wasn't a single above average grade for any of our linemen throughout the preseason. So obviously this right here says it all. Yo, Hammer, I thought you would be taller. All jokes aside, everyone is worried about what the defense will do to DC4. The offensive scheme should help by putting the D on their heels. Like I said, I think a ground and pound offense right now is going to be what benefits Carr. And I said that from the jump before we were all worried about the offensive line. This type of offensive scheme is more run-heavy based with the opportunities for Carr to open, like it'll open up other things. Carr with the play action, the screen passes, and then deep threats. That's it. Jersey Raider, what's good? Is that Jeff? What's good, bro? Your rivals? We have a whole bunch of rivals. So are you a jackass? Are you a queef? Are you a choker? Which one is it? Because any of the three, you're gonna lose to us. Sporting the number 45 Jacob Johnson jersey at some games. Yo, I really like that dude too. I really like him. I miss Alec Ingold, but I really like Jacob Johnson's energy. What's up, bro? I hope you're doing well. Leatherwood's been playing, I believe, since he came into the league. He is a left side guy. Well, you know what? Blame Gruden and Mayock for making that decision, and Tom Cable for putting him in a situation where he wasn't going to succeed. Raiders should check out Sheldon Richardson, maybe Darrell Williams, and and Jenkins. I'm not too high on, bro. I'm not too high on Jenkins. Bambino, you're absolutely right, man. Absolutely right. We have really been on for an hour and 15 minutes. I don't know where the fuck the time went, man. The charge list is literally the redhead. Just got my white Devontae Adams jersey for Sunday. Can't wait. I'm going to have to... I don't... Honestly, at this point, especially after getting my custom jersey, I don't think I'm buying any other jerseys. Rob V, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing great. We are the biggest rival for every team in the AFC West. That's a fact. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get any more jerseys. After getting my custom Raiders jersey, I don't think I'm buying another jersey right now. Those authentic, like the authentic jerseys, those are the shit. Bolden caught a lot of passes in his system, and yeah, but you know what's funny, Raider Moore? Amir Abdul has been doing a lot of the same throughout training camp with Carr and has built a really good chemistry with them. Do I think there's a chance? I do, but we need to address small little holes for that to really happen. Everyone is a Raider hater. What's new? Yep. Let them hate as long as they fear. I cannot believe I've been on as long as I have been. If anybody else wants to call in before I wrap it up, pull on up, y'all. I'm all for it. Trying to find something right now. Give me one sec. Abdul will be better than Peyton Barr. Oh, absolutely. 1,000%. I like Abdullah better than Bolden. Okay. It was funny. The presser the other day, Zeus said that he's like... I think he said Amir Abdullah is like 2,000 years old. That shit had me dying. One thing I like about Zeus, though, he's a very soft-spoken kid. He's a rookie, so I'm going to call him a kid. He's a very soft-spoken kid. But I like his work mentality, too. He said every practice every day is a new season. That's some real shit right there. He just wants to continue to get better every single day. He said you can get that compliment for one thing you did, but you fuck up the next day, then what? Every day is a new season. I love that shit. Damn, that video, the little 3-minute video we put up yesterday, got over 1,100 views. So shout out to those that caught it. Again, it took me like 15 takes to really be like, okay, this is the one I want to use. But Teen Raider, what's good? And we are now, I'm trying to read this correctly, 270 away from 4K, y'all. So let's spread the word. Share this channel with everybody. I'm going to put this back up here again for you guys to see. And again, if those that are on the outside looking in right now that can't seem to figure out why they can't chat with the rest of the nation, that's because you're not subscribed to the channel. That doesn't cost you anything. Hit that subscribe button. That's the only way you can interact with the rest of the Raider Nation and the black hole during my lives from here on out. Name, and then you woke up. Trains keep up with the chat and these 4 kids. I don't think McDaniels is going to be running the same type of offense we used to see him because he hasn't had these types of weapons in New England. That's a pretty valid point. Again, what he did in the preseason, he didn't show all his cards, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this offense does. I'm looking forward to seeing what these starters do. That's the one thing I'm excited about. Just check something real quick, y'all. Sorry for the dead air. You know I don't like doing that. I didn't even really ask you guys, could you actually like hear me clearly today? Like, were there any audio issues at all besides the start of Duo? I forgot to change to the audio output, but everything else came through clear after that. Really? That's all we got? Break them thumbs, y'all. Break them thumbs. Hit them subs. Smash the bell, y'all. Yeah. Sean, I agree. I agree with that, definitely. I'm less worried about injuries with depth looking good. Look, our depth chart is deep, and I think these guys are going to be just fine. Do you think there's a chance the Raiders could add? Do you mean Sherman? I highly doubt that happens. And O-line, at this point, I think they're trusting with what they have. God is in the building. That's crazy. I did hear that. That's crazy, man. Nah, you're good. You're good. Do I? I can't see it, so I wouldn't have known. I definitely wouldn't have known that. Appreciate y'all. All right, y'all. It is now almost 6:30 out here. The most receiving, I think Devontae. If we're talking about the league, it's tough to say, but I think yeah. Let's go, Nation. Haven't hit that sub button. Break them thumbs. Support our fellow brother. Appreciate you, bro. Again, I forgot who it was, and I'm sorry that I don't remember at the moment who it was, but somebody last night when I did that recording said that I'm underrated with what I bring to the table, and that definitely means a lot, and just means I got to continue to grind and be seen by more people and try to push out as much of this content as I can for you guys and keep you guys up to date as much as possible. I like your setup on the wall, Savage. I like wrestling and football, my favorite sports. That's dope. Yeah, I don't know if you saw the front before. Pause. Which one is it? This one? This is the setup of the vault. I know somebody said they saw dirty clothes before. I think it's a towel and one of my Under Armour shirts. Like, there's a box up here, and it's like winter stuff. I'm still not like fully done with unpacking, but that stuff is probably gonna have to go somewhere anyways because it's winter stuff. But this is the setup of the vault right now. 3 screens. Technically, that could be a fourth if I decided to do something like that. And then we got the Xbox. I was thinking about hooking up my Nintendo Switch, but I don't think that's going to happen. But, yeah, let's get off of that one. Ingo will always be the first to score 2D and Illusion. That's a fact. Silver and black goatee, you know you a real Raiders fan. Appreciate that. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Again, for the month of September, it's Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month. Majority of the super chat that you guys send out will be going to the St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Also, if you're catching this live, or if you're catching this and you're not catching it while I'm live, there is a button right across the screen where the likes and everything is. It's a heart. It's called a super thanks. It's the same thing as a super chat, so you could donate through the super thanks as well if I'm not live. And same thing, majority of the proceeds are going to be going to St. Jude's Children's Hospital for Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month for this month. And next month we will be doing Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Everybody can relate to wrestling and Raiders, man. Good channel. I'll be tuning to support the Raider Nation. Gilbert, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. We will be live tomorrow. I'm pretty sure these guys are back in the facility, so we'll probably have a press conference at some point. And again, we do have stuff throughout this week. Saturday, I will have Jake on. We will be doing our matchup preview / our walkthrough. Saturday morning, we had the morning prayer from Pastor Raider. It might be recorded. We'll be doing our fantasy start sit-ems for you guys, so you guys can call on in, ask your questions. If you need tweaking of your lineups, call on in, ask your questions. I'll be here to help you for probably at least an hour and a half, 2 hours. We'll be doing the game live. We will see how I'm going to be doing that. And yeah. Raider Ray, appreciate you, bro. Thank you. And thank you, Brandon. Thank you. But I'm going to roll out, y'all. This was fun for the almost hour and a half that we did this for. And we will, like I said, we most likely will be back tomorrow. If there's a presser or anything, I will jump in front. If there's any other Raiders news, whether it's recording or live, I will be on. I'm going to try to pump out as much content for you guys as I possibly can, especially if it's for this season. You guys have said it, especially with all the great things that have happened this year for me, that we're destined for 10K. So, again, I hope that's the case. But I'm going to continue to put this content out as much as possible for y'all because why not? You guys are my second family, and I love being able to do this for each and every single one of y'all. So let me roll out. Continue to stay safe. Most importantly, be kind to one another. COVID is still around. Remember to wash your hands and your asses. And as always, win, lose, or tie, Raider Nation till I die. Till next time, y'all. Much love. We're out.